Alright, so welcome back. So we're going to look at another example. This one is similar, again, similar looking to one of the ones that you had on your quiz this past Friday. And some of you were doing some strange things. So I kind of wanted to hopefully clear up any misconceptions and see or show you how you would handle something like this. So again, similar to the other video, we're going to go ahead and start by figuring out what our LCD is. So we do this by, again, looking at our denominators. So if I look at the first denominator, I see that it's x minus 2. So that's going to be part of my LCD. So I'll go ahead and write it in. If I look at my second denominator, I also see that it's an x minus 2. And since I already have it written here, I don't need to write it again. If I go to my last term, I see that it's just a 2. And there's really nothing going on here. There is no denominator. Technically, it's just a 1, but I don't need to write 1. And so it looks like my LCD is just this x minus 2 here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is multiply everything by my LCD. So this term is going to get multiplied by x minus 2. This term will get multiplied by x minus 2. And this term is going to get multiplied by x minus 2. Notice that I didn't move anything around or reshuffle anything. Some of you on the quiz were moving tons of things around to make it look a little bit different. You don't need to do that. You can just go straight into the problem. If you move things around, just be very careful with your signs. But anyway, let's get back to solving this one. So if I look at the left side of the equation, I notice that I have x minus 2 and x minus 2, so these two guys will go ahead and cancel out. The same thing for the right side of the equation. Those two are going to go to cancel out. So essentially I'm just left with x on the left side. And then on the right side, again, the first term, well, I just have a 2 here. Now again, the one thing that I notice is that we always forget about this guy, the 2. Remember that if you're going to multiply something by x minus 2, we have to multiply everything else by x minus 2. So on this side over here, I'm going to have plus 2. And then I'm going to have this x minus 2 as well. So now I can go ahead and just solve this equation, and this equation should not be that difficult to solve. So we have, let's see, x on the left side. I'm not going to mess around with that. Then I'm going to have this 2 plus, and what I'm going to go ahead and do here is just distribute this 2. So I now have, let's see, plus 2x minus 4. And now it's just a matter of combining some like terms. So we're going to have, let's see, x equals 2 minus 4, that is negative 2, and then plus that 2x. What I'm going to go ahead and do is just move my 2x to the other side, so minus 2x. And so now we have, let's see, this is going to give me negative 1x equals negative 2. And so if I just divide by negative 1, I end up with x equals, let's see, negative 2 divided by negative 1, that is positive 2. So here is our possible solution. And again, we say possible because we got to make sure that nothing strange is going to happen with this problem. Well, if I go back up to my problem, I notice that I had x minus 2 here. So remember, this guy, x minus 2, cannot be 0. And remember, if we move the negative 2 over, that means that x cannot be 2. And so if I go back down to our solution, we ended up with x equaling 2. So for this problem, since we're restricted, I mean x can be any number except for 2, but we ended up getting 2, we say that this is that we have no solution here.